Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of All You Can Eat Wrestling. I am Ishan, and with me again today is the real deal Miz with his CM Punk thing, the older CM Punk thing.
Someone actually said that in the comment section that's the old CM Punk.
But we take it. Now it's Miz. CM Punk, you can have your this thing. You know what? Now this is for Miz. Okay. Right. So, Miz, what an interesting PLE we had today.
Wow.
I did not expect it. We were talking about this in our pre-show, in our review, SmackDown review, that this was expected to be a filler, but it's not. The show was brilliant, and to our surprise, it wasn't streamed on Netflix. It was streamed on YouTube channel. And also, it wasn't available for all the countries, especially in India. It was not available in India. I had to watch it through VPN. You know what I mean?
Shout out to all the VPNs out there.
Yeah. But we'll hit the nail straight on the head. Miz.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes returns after WrestleMania. This is the first time he featured, going back against John Cena. I was expecting this to happen, but probably not this early. Because we were talking to the same topic in the pre-show as well. We were expecting something to happen, but I thought that someone would face Cena at main event for the World WWE title. That angle would have developed, but to our surprise, Cody Rhodes returns, beats the hell out of John Cena, and challenges Cena for a tag team title where Cena and Logan is going to
not tag team title, just a normal tag team.
A tag team match. Cena, Logan Paul versus it's going to be Cody Rhodes and main event Jey Uso. Yeet. What's your thoughts about that, man?
Bro, I like you. I didn't expect that twist to happen. I thought Cody Rhodes might come a little bit after, but fantastic twist. You know, good that Cody Rhodes is back, and he looked like he means business. He's not gonna fall for John Cena's, stupidity anymore. He's not gonna remember how John Cena put his hand out, like, let's shake hands, and then get the nuts. Like, they really made Cody Rhodes look like a fool in WrestleMania. I felt, and I don't think Cody Rhodes deserves that. So look, he's back. He looks like he's energetic. He looks like he's mean business. And wow, what a I think this will probably be a main event for sure for Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank match will be the main event, but this will be a very good match. Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul and John Cena. And I loved how John Cena, just before the Jey Uso match, said, how nice would it be to ruin wrestling if a YouTuber wins the title. I really like that.
That was good.
I really like that. That was nice.
But Miz, here's a narrative which the fans are not liking, right? You have the World Heavyweight Champion as Jey Uso, you have the WWE Champion as John Cena. Both of them are playing a non-title match, a tag team match, basically, in a Money in the Bank, which is one of the major 4 PLEs of the year, right?
Yeah.
Acknowledge the fact that you have Money in the Bank ladder match as your main match. Acknowledge, but not even one of the major titles on the line. This is one thing which the fans are not liking about. Would you have preferred having at least one title on the line?
100%, I would have. 100%. I mean, what's going to happen? Because Gunther said after the Logan Paul, he told Logan Paul and Jey Uso, "You're facing me next." And then Seth Rollins has also said to Gunther, once you're done with Jay, whoever is the winner is facing me. So what's going to happen there? Because I'm sure Gunther's not going to appreciate that. Oh, Jey Uso, you're going to have a night off in a tag team match with Cody. Put that title on the line, brother. Do you know what I mean? It's a PLE. So, look, interesting. John Cena as well. No title on the line against R-Truth, by the way. Big up to R-Truth. Wow. Vintage Cena outfit. He made me laugh. He was doing the Cena moves. He absolutely made me laugh. But it was expected John Cena was going to...
People are calling him Ron Cena,
Ron Cena. But obviously John Cena cakewalked that, dog walked that. But even John Cena didn't have the title on the line for this PLE, and he won't have the title on the line next one. But look, Money in the Bank is coming. I feel like, Ishan, I don't know. I want to hear what your thoughts are. Some of these, the backlash was very quick straight after WrestleMania. And then this one was also fairly quick after Backlash, and then Money in the Bank's in 2 weeks. So
Right.
I don't know if they were able to really organize it properly. You know what I mean?
Correct. So look, the ending that happened in Saturday Night Main Event, and the crisp in every storyline that they have. We're gonna talk about the other storyline in very
Yeah.
short period of time now. But the twist and turn and the surprises is what we expect in the major PLEs, which is upcoming in the Money in the Bank. Now, in Money
Correct.
in the Bank, if you entangle your two champions, two main champions in a tag team match, bro,
Mm.
I'm not sure how you've arranged the entire storyline. Now, we were expecting Cena to go head to head with CM Punk. Probably, at least you could have given Cena, maybe you could have given Logan Paul another title run with Jey Uso, if not Gunther, for the time being. You could have given
Mm.
Gunther, I don't mind with that as well. But having both of your champions in one same storyline, in one single match, I don't know where this is going, because like Eunice said, a couple of streams ago, this is just a filler, absolute filler.
Yeah, look, I mean, I guess Money in the Bank coming so quickly, they probably don't have enough time to build up and create, two title shot matches. But I guess the way we can look at it, and this is my final thought on it, is you have one side John Cena and Logan Paul really pushing to ruin wrestling. Like that's their theme. Logan Paul has always been this
Yeah,
heel where he doesn't like all of this
right,
thoroughbred wrestlers. He wants to ruin it as well, and John
right.
Cena wants to ruin it because that's the heel turn that he's made. So I think this is sort of like a prelude of obviously Rhodes coming back, and they're going to build this story how Cody Rhodes is going to win the trophy. He's going to win the title back from John Cena. But as you said, Money in the Bank is such a big event.
Yeah.
It seems like a unnecessary type of a match, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
No, 100. We'll see. We'll see. That was all about Cody Rhodes returning and challenging John Cena, but not for a one-on-one title, for a tag team. Tag team match at
Yeah,
Money in the Bank. We'll see how the storyline develops going on.
yeah,
But yes, something we know that is Cody Rhodes is definitely going to challenge John Cena for a 1v1
100%,
for that WWE title
100%.
going forward. Now, Miz, going into the next big return, big Bronson Reed. That man
By
has
the
made his
way,
return.
just quickly before you go to the Bronson, just on that Cody Rhodes, don't forget we haven't seen Randy Orton as well for a little while, like after the
Yeah,
backlash. I don't think he was in SmackDown last week either.
you're right.
So
You're right.
is he going to have a say, because he hasn't had a say yet after
Right.
backlash? So
You're right. That's another interesting factor. We haven't seen Randy Orton as well, and we haven't heard of CM Punk as well. CM Punk also has to has his say in this John Cena's retirement tour. He has to
I
have
think so.
his part
I
as well.
think so.
So it's going to be interesting to see how this all develops to become few storylines of their own. But yeah, again, going back to the next return, big Bronson Reed Miz. He's the
Wow.
third guy of that Seth Rollins faction. And now this faction is looking absolute fire, Miz. I am so happy about this. I am so happy, Miz. Look,
You were
you,
talking about Bronson Reed a couple of weeks ago.
yes,
You're like, where's this guy? Is he going to be the guy coming back? And he's
right. And I even in the pre-show, in the preview of SmackDown, I was telling you, I don't want Sami Zayn to be the part of this faction because he does not need it.
Mm,
He does not need
yeah,
it. It's not his career projection does not need this faction. Is someone
yeah.
like a Braun Breaker, and it's definitely someone like a Bronson Reed. Now, who's got this faction heading? It's Seth Rollins. Such a beautiful story coming together. Bro, I am so happy about this return, and this faction can cook everybody. This faction should steamroll everybody in the entire roster, and probably
Powerhouse.
they should,
Powerhouse.
yeah, they should probably two of those guys should win the tag team championship, and Seth Rollins win the world title and bring in the
Wow.
progress to the. This is what my aspiration is for this faction. But
Yeah.
Miz, thoughts, this return, the mannerism, and the entire feel of this faction right now.
Bro, first when he smashed into CM Punk and into the barricade, I couldn't tell who it was. I was like, who's this? Like, is this another bloodline person who's rocked up? And then obviously got to see it's Bronson Reed. And then the tsunami he put on CM Punk. Bro, I've seen splashes from the top rope. This is a different
He
level
just
of
falls down,
splash.
man. He just falls down.
The guy literally puts the entire and then, because as I said, I didn't watch quite a lot of the WWE up until I grew up with WWE, but then in the middle section I didn't, because it was difficult to access,
Yeah.
and then now it's back. So there wasn't much that I knew about Bronson Reed, but I did a little bit of research. He smashed Seth Rollins not that long
Yes.
ago. He
That's the
landed
thing,
6
right?
tsunamis on him. And
Yes.
that's why it was a bit strange, because Bron Breakker stood in front and he was like, "Hey, what's going on?" He put his, sleeves down and he was ready. And then Seth stopped him, and then Seth put his, and then, handshake and hug. Ishan, is this a powerful fraction? Powerful.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a bit of a problem between Bronson Reed and Seth? Like, why did they have that? Because Bronson Reed, not that long ago, it was literally last year, he absolutely annihilated Seth Rollins.
Yeah. Now, that's an interesting fact, isn't it? I mean, every faction has to have a loophole, or else you cannot break them up going forward. And always a backstabbing is the best way to break a faction. You know what I mean? And Bronson Reed is going to be one of them for sure going forward. But since this has been such a popular build-up, probably one of the main storylines out of the two brands, this is going to go long now. I'm sure this is going to go long. I hope it
think
goes
so.
longer than what that garbage Judgment Day thing is going on. Do you know what I mean?
But they need to stop that. They need to stop the judge. That is, I mean, look, now they've added Roxanne into My Girl into it, so that's probably going to go on for a little longer. But yeah, I think you're right. This Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, Paul Heyman, this will go for at least till next WrestleMania. I think so, 100%.
And you know what the best part is? The trump card here in this faction, not from let's say wrestling perspective, but from entire as a brand perspective, this faction is Paul Heyman. Why? Because this man, not just from storyline perspective, this man is the GOAT on the mic. He's the GOAT. Nobody's near to him, right?
But forget the mic. He's GOAT on the camera. The way he looks at Bron, the way 100%. He looks at Seth, bro, his character is on point.
Yes, even if he's not speaking, he's speaking a lot. You know what I mean? Even if he's not speaking. So that's what Paul Heyman is. And just look, the importance of this guy is Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker. Both these guys might not be the best on the mic. Do you know what I mean? This is where the like of Paul Heyman comes in and shuts everybody down. You need someone like a Paul Heyman to control or handle these characters who are not very, very good at the mic. Look with the likes of Brock Lesnar, what happened? There's Paul Heyman to take care of him, right?
Correct.
Look what happened with the likes of Evolution initially. What happened when Batista was not very good at the mic? Who was there? Ric Flair, the Nature Boy.
Ric Flair,
right? So that's how things roll, and they have perfectly landed this. And I'm absolutely loving this. This faction should steamroll. Everybody should be on the top at this next WrestleMania. But Miz, your expectation was Sami Zayn, and just you let me know, give me your thoughts on the final topic in this. What is next for CM Punk? Do you think will happen, and where does Sami Zayn go after this?
Look, very interesting. I think Sami Zayn, he has aspirations to win the world title, some form of title very, very soon, championship. This is what he's been aspiring. That if you go back few rows back, this was when he came to congratulate Jey Uso. We all thought maybe he's turning heel right now, the way he was looking. So he has aspirations. He's probably not done with this fraction as well. He probably wants to have a dig at them sometime very, very soon. CM Punk, interesting. What happens with Roman Reigns? He's got to come back into the frame very, very soon because he needs to settle a score with Paul Heyman. He needs to settle a score with Seth Rollins. And now there's he needs to settle a score with Bron Breakker. If you remember, Bron Breakker speared him. And then, since then, we haven't seen Roman. So Roman, Seth, Sami, could that be the trio versus them three?
Wow. That's very interesting. That's very interesting from you, Miz. ladies and gentlemen, let us know in the comment section,
Yeah.
what do you feel is going to be the faction who's going to go against the new faction of Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker. This is going to be massive, absolute crunch storyline, and that too, this faction, this storyline is leading without having any world title in the name, or WWE title. I mean, storyline. How crazy is that? But that's what
Yeah.
the greatness of Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins is, and they have that pull. So I think so.
Yeah.
This has
It's
bang.
powerful. They're just powerful characters. They don't even need titles, bro.
Yes, and I think so. This has been absolutely massive from WWE. The
Yeah.
move that they made. It'll be interesting to see what happens and how they develop the storyline going ahead. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was the two biggest of the
Yeah.
returns that we saw in Saturday Night Live. And apart from that, we also had a few other matches. Damien Priest defeating, surprisingly, the likes of Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre got the chair shot on the neck. It is expected that he might be out for some time now. He might take some rest and then probably come back as with regards to some new storyline attached to him. Um, what happens with Damon Priest? Probably he's gonna go into the Money in the Bank. Maybe we'll have to see that. Uh, Next, we saw Zelina Vega defeating Chelsea Green, but it was just not an ordinary defeat. We saw Chelsea Green get bloodied, by the end of the match. So that was quite bold to see WWE pull that move, but it looked really good. The match was also very good, by the way. Just give me some time to give my flowers to Chelsea Green. What a brilliant character she is. She's going to
Yeah.
be one of the best in the coming futures, and she's here for the long run. She's not gonna dilly dally around.
And just quickly, the fact that we saw the bloodied nature of her,
Yeah.
I think this will be the start. I hope, because that whole Secret Service stuff is done. So maybe
Yeah.
that is symbolism that she's all bloodied up.
Yeah.
It's gonna now change her character
Right.
into hopefully something more aggressive. So
Right.
because yeah,
So,
she's actually a fantastic wrestler. She's a very good wrestler. So yeah.
yeah, it is. And talking about aggressiveness, guys, we had John Cena defeat Ron Cena. You know what I mean? John Cena defeated Ron Cena again by virtue of a cheating, or it wasn't a clean victory. But big up to R-Truth or Ron Cena to put up that fantastic show in Saturday Night Main Event.
Vintage
Huge respect.
Cena. Ron Cena did vintage Cena. He made me laugh. He made me laugh.
But he did his part. Like I told you guys in the preview as well, this could have been a title shot. Whichever way Cena was winning this, so they at least could have put some respect on R-Truth's name. But yeah, Cena moves into his next storyline, and I think so. That was it from Saturday Night Main Event. Do let us know in the comment section, what do you feel about the new faction. Now it's complete with the Seth Rollins storyline, and do let us know if you're happy with the fact that the Money in the Bank match that we have, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso versus the likes of Logan Paul and John Cena facing each other. Do let us know in the comment section. I think so. That's a wrap from this video, and we'll see you soon again in the next video. Till then, do take care of yourselves, and that's the bottom line. Cause Stone Cold
Cold
said so.
said so.
Goodbye, guys.